everybody doing today, man? So look, the message today is about judgment. In the way that us humans judge others. I'm going to read out of God's Word, out of Matthew. Matthew chapter 7, verses 1 through 5. And these are the words of Jesus, by the way. Do not judge. Judge not that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but you do not consider the plank in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. And judging others, it's almost a sin that nobody even realizes that we're all in all the time, every day, man. But it's one of those things that I have learned. You know, this world, depending on as we're journeying through it, right? Depending on the lefts and rights that we take, right? This world that we're in together, it's like being on an anvil, and it molds us and shapes us into who we are. And we each have some pretty odd things about us, right? And it's easy to whisper about it and stuff like that. But we don't really know what everybody's been through that made them that way, that got them to that moment. I'm going to read this again. Do not judge. It's out of Matthew chapter 7, verses 1 through 5. Judge not that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. And I guess where have I really learned this the best? Well, one, God placed me in the motorcycle community where if you're over here, you're looking back at me saying, that cat's something wrong with him, right? And if you're over here, you're looking back that way, and we're saying, man, there's something wrong with him. We're all different. And one of the things I've learned, rather than judge the difference, is figure out how that difference makes us stronger. Because it makes us powerful when we get to that point, right? And the area and the place that God has set me up at a trash can, at a gas station, and learning not to be judgmental has been critical of God's glory to be seen at a simple trash can. And it's easy to get tripped up, man. It really is. But the key is over and over and over, who am I to judge anybody when I know of the crazy that's in me? I know the things that I do, and I'm not perfect by far. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to read it one more time. Do not judge. Judge not that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite. First, remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. We're all in this together, and especially now more than ever, people are, over this. The whole world's going through something together, right? And we're all at different places, right? And some people have taken the advice of people they don't know, and they've allowed themselves to isolate, and that stuff messes us up, man, right? It messes us up. I've seen it. Now that things are starting to open back up, people are different in a couple of ways, man. They're more fearful of us, of other people, but they're also open. They're open to God's Word, because all of a sudden everybody realizes something's missing in their life, okay? And I read God's Word every day. And every day I ask the Lord to let it get in me and transform who I am and connect the crazy that goes on up here in my head to the love that flows out of my heart, and somehow make those two come together and work to glorify Him. So anyways, that's the message today, man. The next time, if we're going to judge somebody, man, just think about the stuff that's wrong with you before you do, It's a tough thing, man, and I'm good at it some days, and some days I'm not so good at it. So that's the message, man. All right, man, I love you guys. Have a great day.